What's up, Greg? Greg, Dope Living TV Live. So, hey, views are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, welcome to Black History Month. I'm experiencing some technical difficulties here, so we're gonna fix them up in a minute. Okay, got them ready, got them fixed. Again, the views that are expressed in this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. It's Black History Month. We're starting it off, man. It's a month that we should be celebrating every day of our lives, but we've been squeezed into the shortest month of the year, which, hey, we have this, so let's celebrate that, and let's be patient. Our day is still coming. It's not only a day that we celebrate Black history of the past, but we celebrate the people that are moving and shaking right now, the people that are doing things today that are going to help us, that are going to change lives for not only us but our children, those that are coming behind us, etc., etc. Now, knowing the past enlightens us to our future. We got to know where we came from in order to get to where we're going. But the question that faces us today is that whether or not Black History Month is still relevant. And I've heard this discussed. Is it still a vehicle for change? This 1 month that we have, has it become just another school assignment? Does it have limited meaning for children? What I did was I looked up some things, and there's a bunch of children that have actually expressed what they thought Black History Month meant to them. So you guys just take a second, listen to it's short. Listen, and we'll be right back. Technical difficulties, we'll get over. Don't worry about it. Well, until that comes on, I'm getting a lot of text right. Okay, I don't know. The clip didn't want to play, so I don't know. StreamYard is tripping the StreamYard. Let's get it right. So let's play this other one.
For me, Black History Month
I'm not
is
gonna keep
for
clicking
those of
these
color
links like
learning
that.
their heritage
And it's
and
not gonna play.
history.
I was
basically.
listening to StreamYard, not StreamYard, but
Students that don't know history and
Clubhouse
what
today.
in the past has
doing this
occurred
fantastic
needs to
discussion
be
about Black
aware of
history.
what
And
is
one of the
happening
things
now.
that I
The
drew from that was
significance
that
of Black History Month to me
people
is
that are on
that
panel,
it gives
the
us
people that
a
are
chance
listening,
to
the people that
reflect
are
and
around
celebrate
us, we're
the
making
lives
Black
and perspectives and the
every
contributions
single day.
of
But it's
Black
not
history.
publicized.
History,
There's people that are doing things
Black
that are
leaders,
creating
Black life
an
in
easier
general
life for Black people. There's
in
people
America
that
and their
are
contributions
speaking
to
out
American life.
Black History Month,
for
what it means to me
causes that we
is
are
just
trying to
getting
get heard
a
and
perception
champion
of
that
what our
cause.
ancestors went
So
through and how
we need
they've
to
changed the way that we've come
support
through
one
now.
another so that we can
And
create
like Rosa Parks,
generational
how she
wealth of
has made a
knowledge.
big impact on the Black culture and Black civilization.
As we talk, I've heard people talk about the generational wealth. We create a generational wealth of knowledge when we do these things for our kids nowadays. It's a lot different than what it was back in the day, back in the 50s, back in the 60s, even back in the 70s. It's a lot different. Things have changed to a point where we don't have the same injustices that they had back then. We do still have injustices, but they are not the same. They're different. So we have to react different. We have to protest different. We have to actually walk different so that our voices can be heard correctly, as opposed to just being here for the moment. That's why I think that Black history should be celebrated 365 days a year. And, yes, it's every single day when we do something, when we're, and it's a shame that this past year, the history that we as African Americans have created was a history of deep injustice, racial injustice, brutality by people that are supposed to be here to protect and serve. Shout out to my friend Cynthia Rudd, Miss Arkansas. So, this is the type of thing that we do celebrate. People such as Miss Arkansas, who is a comedian, but she's trying to break barriers. Where in a place where it's really hard to get to. So let's celebrate everybody. Let's celebrate each other. Let's support each other. Let's lift each other up, because we are the history that's being made now. Black history is 365. Shout out to my brother Chris Mills. What's going on, bro?
What up, bro? How you feeling, bro?
I am chilling. I'm chilling, man. Happy Black History Month.
That's what this is.
That's something like that. Jocelyn, what's going on?
Hey, Jocelyn.
Good evening.
Yeah, like I said, we make it every day, though, man. So I understand this is something that we holding up signs, we're marching, we're la kumbaya, okay, but where's the celebration? And I'm not knocking it, okay. Let's definitely go along and celebrate, but where's the as I was saying before you guys came on, we unfortunately last year had to experience Black history in a different way. We had to put names in the history books from being murdered, from being racially profiled, from it's the way that we do it. And they did it differently back then. We have to stomp differently now. We got to walk differently now. We got to talk differently now. People like yourselves, you're out there and you're leading by example, not following. And this is Black history. This is what we need to focus on now. Black history now, because is Black History Month still relevant? We sit up here and we wait until, and I sound like I'm mad, but I'm not. We sit up and we wait until February. Are we realizing that February only has 28 days and 29 days in leap year? Okay, 28 days, which is the shortest month of the year. So what does that tell everybody? They threw us a bone. They threw us a bone, another bone. Are we supposed to?
The main reason it became February is because they had the Black History Week in February.
Okay, but that
and that's what when they decided to legally make it a whole month, they gave us the week. They gave us the month that our week was in.
Okay, but they also and they gave it to us why? Because we made a little noise. Okay, we made a little noise. All right, so why does the noise have to only be in February? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's pretty much like with everything else. You know what I'm saying? Most people get mad if you don't get them a gift on Valentine's Day or Sweetest Day, which is only a day. You know what I'm saying? It's just pretty much like we always say, it's mind control for Hallmark One to make money off their cards. Chocolate and flower companies to make money off their stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's every day, no matter what it is.
And I don't care, and to me, like I said, and you brought up Valentine's Day. Okay, if I can't show you that I love you yesterday, day before yesterday, tomorrow, why am I waiting until Hallmark says, let's celebrate on February the 14th. Let me get this card. Let me say the words that I can't really say. I'm gonna let a card say it for me. It's still so impersonal to me. If I can't show you 365, I'm not. Me personally, I don't want to. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's great, if my woman wants Valentine's Day, I'm gonna give her
Flower,
Valentine's Day.
flower shops, candy shops, Hallmark card companies were
Hotel,
made
hotel.
from people who had to say I'm sorry and don't know how to apologize. That's what it's made for.
You gotta let somebody else say the words. And who wrote those?
Exactly.
Who wrote those cards?
Exactly.
A white dude.
Um,
Come on, man. Come on. I'm just saying.
um,
Hey, everybody, welcome Gina to the show. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Hey, Gina.
how's everybody doing? I hear y'all talking about Valentine's Day, huh?
We're really talking about Black History Month, but Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is not a Black History Day.
We just happen to slide into it. Okay, we were relating the reason, you know, you celebrate. We got Black History Month, but 365 it should be. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know,
One day shouldn't matter that much.
One day should matter. You know, we got a week. You threw us a week. Okay. Did we ever have a Black History Month day?
Mm-hmm. That was before they made it a month.
Before they made it a week.
Yeah, it started off as a week. It was in February. That's why they gave us the whole month of February. So if it was like in July, it would have been the whole month of July if that was the Black History Week.
And man, I'm not knocking, you know, our all-star lineup. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you know, it's an all-star lineup. You know, Marcus Garvey and the rest of them, DEM, the rest of them. But there's other people. Look, and I'm gonna say this, okay? And y'all can slap me if y'all want to and say, "Shut up, Greg." I don't care.
Okay, come here.
Okay, no, well, you first, Gina. Gina, you're a Black woman writing a book and expressing yourself from your heart and from your head, and you're doing that on your own. Okay, that's Black history. Okay, Jocelyn is a restaurateur. Okay, doing her thing despite a motherfucking plethora of obstacles. That's Black history because she's still gonna do it. I don't care what y'all say, she's still gonna do it. Chris out there, step by step by step by step
Yeah.
by step by step by step, doing his thing on his terms. Okay, Black history. Why aren't you guys mentioned when they say Black history? That's what I'm saying. You know,
Well, because it's history, and we have to pay. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna answer your question when you're done.
History was 3 minutes ago. History was 2 minutes ago. History was 7 o'clock when we started the show. Okay, so I don't, you know, hey, I'm not taking anything away from Jesse Jackson and them, DEM. I'm saying history is made every single day by people like yourselves.
I agree with you, but we have to pay homage. Excuse me. We have to pay homage to the ones who opened the door, knocked down the doors for us to be able to do this. We have to pay homage to them. Maya Angelou. That's what this month is for. I mean, there a lot of the things that we are privy to do, we were not able to do without what they did. So that's why it's Black History Month.
And I'm not knocking it. Go ahead.
And I will say this, that my mother corrected me the other night. It's, if we knew better, we ought to do better. So I take, personally, I take celebration whenever and wherever I can. So I celebrate the Smithsonian that was built and archives a lot of our history that's not told. I salute the networks where before we were only allowed to be depicted as slaves, prostitutes, or whatever the case may be. Now we're owning networks. Never before or years and years ago will we be able to be sitting on a platform expressing our concerns, thoughts, emotions, exposing our talents, encouraging one another. We'd have to do that in the back. You know, they talk about cornrows were created because they told a story of how we would escape. We can't wait for somebody to dictate to us. You can only celebrate Black History Month of February. That's a choice. Right. Because I celebrate Black History every day.
Every day.
I'm a little bit more extra, perhaps, maybe not in February. But the bottom line of it is, it's all a choice.
But you know what? we have to keep that history there because they're trying to wipe it out. And so that means our grandkids and their kids and their kids, they won't know what's happening. And that's why it's important to have, excuse me, to have that history and to talk about it. You could probably ask a lot of young kids, not even young kids, but some youngsters, some of the millenniums. Do they know who Gladys West is? These are the things, those unknown Black people that weren't even talked about when we were in school. Like no one knew the history behind the syrup. No one knew the history behind that until probably recently when it was talked about, when they start talking about changing the name and all of these things. A lot of that was not even taught in the school for us. Some of these Black people that paved the way, we weren't even taught in school. So we have to make sure that our kids and their kids and their kids and so on and so forth, they learn about the real history.
And even when you talk about them as far as mainstream America, they only talk about them. I didn't start learning about all the depth of Black history until I went to a historically Black college. And then that's when I was exposed and I sat into the African diaspora classes and we learned the depth of the fight, the struggle, and things of that nature, because mainstream history is the story that they want to be told. And so this is the reason why I think Black history is so pivotal, is because we can do the surface level, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, but even if we talk, there are things that I learned in the death of Cicely Tyson that I never even knew until they started telling her story. There are people who sit in our families that we don't even know their stories because it's surface level. When we're going through things, we even today, we hold a lot of things to ourselves that are 10, 15, 20 years from now, somebody will marvel at, oh my God, Chris did what?
Yeah,
and that's my point, Rosalind. That is my point.
But it's up to us. We can't wait till somebody to dictate to us.
Right. And we can't wait until the month of February.
Right. And we can't wait to applaud folks until they're dead and gone. We need to applaud and pedestal folks right now. But at the same time, we've got to stand up and we've got to we can't afford to be sitting back and asking, well, what are they going to do with the vaccination? Well, what are they going to do with reparations? What are they going to do with giving us money for this, that, and the other? We've talked about this till we're blue in the face. You know what I'm saying? We got to ask for it. We got to go get it, and we got to move forward in spite of getting it or not.
And we have to pay. I'm not knocking, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm knocking Black History Month. I'm not. I'm glad that we have the month, okay? But I'm just saying, and I'll go through this again, okay? But before I do that, Lynette Cotton Jones says we need to pave the way for each other. She's absolutely positively right, okay? We have to support one another. But Gina, nobody would know, just like Jocelyn said, nobody would know of your accolades, okay? Now you have a book that's being sold, okay? Did you ever think that you was going to be there, okay? Jocelyn, nobody would ever know that you came off of 15th and Grant or Grant Street to where you're at now, to where you're going to be, okay? That's history to me, okay? All of that is history to me. You call it what you want, okay? It's history to me because it starts, it has a build up, and it has a peak. And that's where it's all going. Okay, history is that Black history is that same way. We started somewhere, and yes, we have to give them credit for everything they did to pave the way for us to do the things that we've done. Okay, but they paved the way. We're walking on that pavement that they paved.
And you know what else? They never become DEM, DEM, until they're gone, until they've left this world. Like that's when they become, or we become dim. That's when the value of people goes up, when they pass away, and then everybody starts to hear about what they've done. And I'm gonna say I know that I'm a victim to that as well, because I didn't know what Prince did until he passed away. When I actually went to his estate and took a tour, and they told us all the different things, how many people he put through college, how much money he spent in the school system there. I didn't know all these things until he was gone off of this earth. And so we have to wait. We have to stop waiting until they become dim.
Right. But even then, you know, most people that are doing things from the heart don't do it for accolades.
Exactly.
So they don't do it yelling it from the mountaintop. Oh, I just fed a whole huge family. Oh, I did this. They're doing it from the essence of from their heart. We had a tremendous conversation this past Saturday at the restaurant. And it spoke to a lot of what we're speaking about now. This is us. And if we don't tell our story, then who will? You know what I'm saying? If we don't raise our hand, then who's going to acknowledge it? So by doing what we're doing now, acknowledging one another, acknowledging the entrepreneurs, acknowledging the musicians up and coming. And special thanks to you, Greg, and to you, Chris. The best investment that I've probably made in some years was the iPhone to get into Clubhouse. I have made a personal commitment to myself to spend a minimum of an hour on there a day. Yep. The contacts that I've made in the last, 3-4 days, tremendous. The information that I'm getting is tremendous. It's adding different perspectives, different levels. And that's how you get to success, is being hungry for information and being able to chase it down, but also being humble enough to say, you know what, I don't know everything. And I need you.
And that's the purpose of this whole group that we have right here. We've always said, we don't know everything. We can only give you the benefit of what we've gone through. Okay. It may not work for everyone, but we're going to tell it anyway. All right. Period. Okay. And yes, look, I'm on Clubhouse every day. Matter of fact, yesterday, Chris popped on when I was on another one. All right. Hey,
the phone is upstairs. I just came down here to jump on. I just took
my earpiece out because I was on one where they were talking about Black history. Okay. But I've gone to a point of, and I was going to call you, Chris, we're going to have a 40-40 day on here. Okay. With those people coming on here talking like they talk, they can still be on Clubhouse, but they can get on here at the same time, and we're gonna talk just like they're on Clubhouse. And they're gonna come on here, a plethora of entrepreneurs. But as I told them before I came on here, okay, you guys, everybody that's on this Clubhouse, because every room in Clubhouse is not a good room. Okay. You got to pick and choose the right ones. Okay. When you pick and choose the right ones, you locked in there with a bunch of people who are like-minded, who are ready to go the distance with you and you are with them. Okay. Clubhouse is a beautiful thing. I don't know how long it's going to last. Okay. But as long as it's lasting, everybody get your iPhone 6 if you got to get one. Get on.
Would I get a SE? I don't even know the model.
I got the SE. I ain't want the big one. I ain't want the 12. I'm cool with the SE.
Yeah. Right. Well, I got the 12 because I was upgrading. I already had that.
The phone I got now is the 21. Yeah. I'm still with Android. They ain't going nowhere.
Oh, good.
You know what I'm saying? Facts.
But what did I tell you, Chris? Get the doggone iPhone. I don't care if it was a cry phone. Get something with an eye on it and in phone. And
I had to do it because the other podcast that I do that we do with sports, we wasn't doing as many. They was doing all of the shows on Clubhouse,
and that's picked up. I see it, bro. I'm telling you, it picks up. It picks up. I got people now inboxing me even as I sit here, asking about things. This is Black history being made, okay? And we're doing this every single day.
So who started Clubhouse? Because I see the guy with the afro is on the.
I have no idea. Whoever did.
The founder of Clubhouse is. I can't remember his name. They was talking about him yesterday.
Suzette, you can get on if you like. Just pop on, okay? Stacks the Realist, what's going on? Miss Arkansas, she says she's coming through. Nicole, what's going on? Appreciate you. Stacks says she don't interact on Clubhouse because you're probably in the wrong ones, baby.
You're in the wrong one. You need to come on here, Stacks. Come on here. I'll tell you the right ones to go to. The one I'm about to go on at 6:00 is a good one. They doing best rappers out of the Bay Area with Spice One gonna be on there, E40 gonna be on there.
And see, Chris gets into a bunch of different ones. I get into a few.
I only go into 3. It's only 3. I go into the Industry Connect one, that one, and the sports.
The Industry Connect one is huge for what we do.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Definitely. I mean, Kim Folk is the one that was like, man, you got to come on over, bro.
I don't know. I've done build your brand. I'm learning about investing. I'm learning about free PR, or what do they call it? Earned PR.
Gina, get it.
I'm still scratching and sniffing for the restaurateurs. I signed up for the authors. So they have a whole thing on authors and writers and creativity. I signed up for that. I mean, every day is something different. And again, yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying again, people, what they do, and they also, Gina, just so you know, once you click in to get in there, they automatically checking you out. They are checking you out to see how legitimate you are. If you ain't legitimate, they ain't gonna let you in. They ain't gonna put you. They'll let you get in, but you won't go upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, you won't get a chance to talk, go on stage and talk and stuff.
Right now, they trying.
Man, so every time I go in, it makes me nervous because I'll just click in. They be like, "We want. Can you be a speaker?" No.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, but that's a good. But the thing about being a speaker is pretty much like your it's like you're marketing yourself or pitching yourself. That's the good thing about being a speaker. You don't have to speak every time, but you'll be down in the audience and they say something, you want to add to it, but they can't hear you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's when you throw up your microphone or whatever, and they may or may not let you in. So.
They tried to make me a moderator for this and that. I don't want to be a moderator for anything.
Yeah, I don't want to be a moderator.
I'll speak, but I'll speak. They always ask me to speak. What do you think?
I just want to speak.
Think about that. And the first thing I tell them, Jocelyn, is that I can only tell you from the benefit of what I've done. Okay, I'm not an expert at anything but what I know. Okay, I can't say that I'm an expert on that. All right, I'm still learning. And then I do whatever I gotta say, and they're like, "Well, yeah, that makes sense." Okay, or no, that don't make sense. You got to have a thick skin, you know.
Yeah, everything. I mean, it's pretty much more some of the stuff or the advice. I ain't gonna say the advice, but the feedback is opinionated. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it gives you ideas in different ways to market your company and what you're doing and things of that nature. So I mean, I love the stuff.
Oh, I love it too. Hey, and Stacks, the realist. Everybody say hello to Suzette.
Stacks. Hey, Suzette.
Hello, family.
In order to get that link, Stacks, you got to come on here first, okay? We ain't giving you no link until you come on here. We will put you into the. I got five invites I can give, okay? We'll put you in.
Yeah, my invite's gone. I'm down to 1.
You talking to me, are you?
Yeah, well, we're getting to you in a second. I'm gonna give you an invite.
Okay, so I didn't get one. Okay.
We got 5. I got 5 invites. I can give 5 people. Okay.
Oh, so they limit the amount of invites you. I mean, I'm still new to this thing. I'm just.
Well, you got invites too. They start you off with 2, and I guess when you reach up to 50, they give you 3 more.
Right.
Okay. 50 what? 50 folks you following or followers?
Followers. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gotten it. I think I'm up to 7 followers now, which is pretty big for 4 days.
With me being one of the 7.
Okay, Chris, really?
Yeah.
That's the realist. We ain't giving you no. Yeah, we love you to death, all right. But you got to come on here. We got to talk, okay? So, all right, what's up, Suzette? Suzette, I'm gonna send you a invite as well, okay?
Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, listen. Did anybody get to see the speech that was on Tuesday? It was from Susan Rice. She's a domestic policy advisor for the Biden administration. That was a speech to hear. She's in charge of making sure that everything is equal. You know, Biden had talked about things being more equal and people being more inclusive. He talked a lot about that, and she went into detail about what was going to have to happen under the Biden administration and the thing that really jumped out at me was she said that that their big thing is everyone being treated with dignity and respect. She said there will be nobody that will get a government contract that does not hire people. You can't be a white guy and hire all white guys and no black people, and you're doing it in a black neighborhood. You can't do that anymore. That's basically what she was saying. And it was just a whole, he's talking about equity. He's going to give back the equity that we should have had when we first got started. He talked about, oh my God, she talked about so much stuff. I'm going to, Greg, excuse me, I'm going to send you the link of that speech because she really went in. Now, let me tell you else what happened. This thing that she's talking about and this position that she has, that's all she does. And she makes sure that anybody that gets federal money has to be inclusive. They have to be treated with, you can't be like a big boss and talk down at nobody. You get federal money and you're making people feel crazy. You can't do that anymore, according to them. If you break the law, about doing that, you will, I'm sorry. Okay. If you have a situation where you cannot hire anybody of color, or if that playing field cannot be even, then they want you to get on a plane, come to Washington, sit down and talk to them about why it is that can't happen. And you can't have too many exceptions. I know this is real because when I went to work at my State Farm, Paul Downing State Farm, he was talking about that. He's on the some board with the Boys and Girls Club. They get federal money. And he was talking about, it was a big workshop, and he was like on the call all day. There was a lady there. She said that she was young and she was had a doctorate in this, so she's got a doctorate in it. And in telling people and telling management how to treat people. How would you feel if you did A, B, and C to you? How do you feel if somebody does this to you? You cannot now anymore do this. And I know, and in my mind, I'm thinking, if they're doing this at the Boys and Girls Club, then it's coming. It's gonna come on down the pipe, and after a while, you're gonna be seeing. Now, where I work at my other good paying job, there was a situation where the state was giving her a whole lot of grief about her coming from Illinois to here to work, and they have been trying to shut her down. And I said, "Girl, they're not gonna do nothing to you." Did you hear that Biden speech they had the other day with Susan Rice? And she didn't understand. But after she finished talking to him, he apologized to her, and he's been giving her grief for 4 years. He apologized to her. He took all of the stuff that they had made up, and they took it away, and now she's good. So be looking out for anybody that's getting any federal money, because with federal money now comes responsibility. With federal money now comes with the what's the word I'm looking for? With federal money now comes the real deal that you have to be doing and to be about your business, and you can't be running around here talking about, well, I'm gonna get these two white folks. You can't do that anymore. You can't do it anymore. But it's gonna be a long process. But it's nice because the process is getting started, and I just want y'all to know that, because I know that a lot of times we have to get money, we have to get funding from other sources, and those sources now, they are really they used to just pass out money. You didn't know who was going to get hired. They're not doing that no more. They want to make sure that Black and brown people are getting their share of the pie, even when you buy your homes. He said it makes no sense for me. He's talking about himself. For me to be able, he said, makes no sense for me to be able to buy houses worth $100,000, and then somebody across town buy the same house and have it be worth only $40,000. He said we need to put the equity back into the hands of Black and brown people, and stuff like that. So he said, because a lot of the times people buy homes, and that those homes and the equity becomes their nest egg. But see, we don't have that. We don't have generational wealth that way. So it was really, you have to listen to it. It was really, I was like, what? But and I believe that the reason why he's doing it is because this is his way of two things. Number one, he knows that Black folks bought it in for him. He know it. He know Black folks bought it in for him. And he said it the day that he got elected. He said, I promise you, I will have your back. Well, not only does he have the back, he's got the soles of your feet and your elbows too. but now he says that he wants to be, and I think it's his way of giving back. We always talk about the 40 acres and a mule. I think that's kind of what he's doing. I kind of think that's what he's doing without calling it that. But that's what I just want to tell y'all. So just be looking out for a lot of good things if you're trying to just be looking out for that. And just think about it. Think about what he said, because whatever is said at the top trickles down. Think about Trump. See what happened when he was at the top. You see what trickled down? A bunch of mess. But now whatever trickles down, it's going to trickle down from the top, and it's going to be great for at least 4 years.
Well, I'm in you know what? I have to see action. We hear politicians talk and talk and talk.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
want to see action. We want to see things actually they can talk and they can continue to talk, but we have to see, and you got to get buy-in from us by actually showing us.
Well, like I said, he's only been in there a couple of weeks, and by now, right now in 2 weeks, he's signed 42 executive orders. And in the whole 4 years that Obama was in it, he only signed like 145 of them. Trump did almost 300. He didn't know what he was doing, but he's up to 42. And the thing I like about what he's doing is he's taking everything case by case. The first day he was in there, it was the COVID. So he signed executive order for COVID relief. The next day, it was the policy thing, the thing that I'm talking about. Then he's taking everything one topic at a time. And I
understand, and you know what? That's the reason that he got in. That's one of the reasons, because I think we put more trust that he can, change things in our favor than Trump can. But again, we've been bamboozled a lot. Even when it came to the city of Gary, where they when they brought the boats, it was supposed to be exclusively Gary citizens getting the jobs, but they found loopholes.
But you know what, Gina, you have to. Well, I'm encouraged by this. I'm encouraged by the fact that right now we have a Secretary of Defense that's a black man. He's a black guy, and he needed to have been out of retirement for 7 years. He's only been out for 5.
History.
I'm sorry.
History.
Right. He was only out 5. He had to go to the Congress to have them to vote on to get him a waiver, and he got it. I'm encouraged because we now have a black vice president. I'm encouraged because we got a black lady in the housing developmental housing Secretary of Housing. There's a black lady that's the ambassador for somewhere. So we all in there, and he can't hardly move wrong with that many people.
You know what? I'm not being negative, and I'm not saying it, anything negative about it. I'm just, and again, the reason that Biden is in there is because we want change. But my change is going to come from me and what I do within me. I'm not really depending on the politicians to do it for me, because if we do that, then it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We have to make changes on our own. And some of the rules and regulations have to change in order for us to have a better opportunity to make those changes.
Well, I think
it's gonna be so many. It's gonna be some boomerangs thrown in there, Suzette. It's gonna be some boomerangs thrown in there. It's not. He's gonna have some hurdles to get over. We here with 2021 with the House and Senate. We got 2022 that might change.
Well, I think that's why he's hitting the ground. Like I said, I know that it's politics and anything can happen, but I've never seen this level of commitment. I guess that's what I'm thinking.
Suzette, I have to say this. Harriet Tubman said it best. I freed thousands of slaves, and I could have freed thousands more had only they known they were slaves. So I'm not gonna put all my chips or eggs in one basket called the Biden-Harris administration. However, I am gonna put all my eggs and chips in a basket called Jocelyn Kelly, because I am responsible for me. I'm responsible for how far I go in life and the decisions that I make. And I thank God that there are people lining up, but things don't just happen, they happen justly. And that's the problem that we've had in the past, is that we get excited and we start putting people on pedestals, but we all bleed and we all shit. And we all gonna make mistakes, and we are going to make strides. And when it all comes down to it,
oh shit, I'll boo boo. Go ahead.
No, you grown.
Well, I guess I'm a little bit more excited about it because when Obama was in, he had a struggle. He really struggled because he didn't have any help from the Senate. He didn't have any help from the House. And this time, the majority is the Democrats, which will be voting for what we want. I'm just kind of excited about it. Like I said, it's just something kind of just starting. And I know you've probably seen more than I have, but like I said, I'm just kind of excited about it. And
it's just politics.
And it's okay, be excited, but I'm just saying, just don't put too much
into hoping into them. You know, I mean, we got to do
no. That's like me going to Vegas with my whole life savings, saying when I come up out of here, I'm gonna be a trillionaire.
But let me say this real quick. Nikki Nicole says, at the end of the day, we're responsible for our own community's wealth. Trump's record for blacks superseded Obama's, surprisingly. Right now, we must invest in ourselves. The fact that not one black performer was slated to headline the inauguration until there was an uproar. Then John Legend was thrown in. Very white and whitewashed initially. There's not any commitment for the black community. When Kamala was asked, would she do something for blacks? Only she replied, oh no. Nonetheless, Biden signed executive orders that directly impacted Muslims, undocumented immigrants, and LGBTQ, and nothing for the black community. So let's not get excited. Jonathan Biden, is anybody missing Trump yet? Hey, I wanted to play this, y'all.
You can't miss him. He's not even gone yet.
He sure isn't.
Believe me, he ain't going nowhere. Let me play this real quick. How kids explain what Black History Month is.
Hello. Black History Month is a commemoration vocab word for black activists. Another vocab word
who took their time out to go fight for what they feel is right. Like
Martin Luther King had a speech that violence is not the answer and no segregation.
We celebrate black people that helped us change history.
It reminds us to be strong even in politics.
Wait. What matters is what's inside of you and how you act to other people.
Doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, you should always celebrate it because you know the struggles black leaders went through in order for you to be here right now.
Even though we may have the different skin color, we're still the same type of people, no matter what.
And a lot of people, they don't see me for who I am. They see my outside appearance, but they don't see what I have on the inside.
It's very hard to grow up knowing that you're black and you have a lot of personal prejudice against you.
I see it on the TV and I'm like, is that gonna happen to my brother? Is that gonna happen to my dad? And I always have that in the back of my mind every time that I'm home and they're not home.
Black history is important to me because I have to remember where I came from and I have to remember who came before me.
Because you have to look at the things that Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X did for us black people, so people can't treat us unfairly because they think some type of relief.
Because we are all people, and you need to stand up for our rights.
There's still discrimination. There's still discrimination in all parts of the world, in all parts of the United States. We should still fight for what we believe in. We should still fight for getting what's right.
And I'm saying,
I love all those children. I want to adopt every one of them.
These kids, these are kids, okay? These are children.
Adopted. I'll play uncle. So let's start.
I'm saying, man, these are kids, and they had all the points that we were just talking about previous to what they just said it. They just said it. Everything. But the beauty part about it is these are 13, 12, 13-year-olds who are feeling this. You know, the one young lady said, when she sees it on TV, she wonders, is it going to happen to her brother or her father, you know? She has to know. Another one says they got to know where we came from in order to get to where we're going. You know, Nikki says we must insulate ourselves financially to where no matter the administration, we will not be negatively impacted. And the way to do that is through entrepreneurship, investment in our own communities, and develop a sense of obligation to circulate the dollar amongst us as a black business. If we do not support one another, who will? I mean, it's so true.
I mean, you know, it always starts off with the dollar. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to talk more when you got the money behind you. So that's one of the things that we have to do as a cultural community is one, put our dollars in together to get things accomplished. Because they say money talks. They say you can't go to war till you get your money up. You know what I'm saying? We can march till we blue in the face, but you can't go to war till you get your money up. So if it's something that people serious about, that's the main route we have to take, because that's what makes changes.
I mean, and there can be a change. There can be a change, but again, we have to be together to make that change. All right. If you look at all of these situations, I'll call them, that happen throughout the world, as we've noticed. Okay, the white people are together when they do their thing. They prosper. All right. But we always are here. We're always there. We're always here. We're always there.
You know why is because it's pretty much what Jocelyn said earlier. You know what I'm saying? When she was talking about Harriet Tubman, she could have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. When they have an agenda, their agenda is us. When we have an agenda, it's them, or we have some people of our color that thinks they're one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're all over the place. But we don't have an agenda for us to move. I'm not gonna say we don't have an agenda for us to move forward, but we don't have enough people that's a part of that agenda for us to move.
And that's what it takes. And you've been saying this from day one that you've been on here. Okay, you know, we gotta come together. Okay, but it does not take a grandiose action to make a change. Okay, we
have to change the mindset, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I'm sorry.
It's like when we talk about, let's say, clothing, for instance. If we have a black designer that comes out with a clothing line, or just say a store that comes out with a store, we go in. First thing we go in looking for is a discount. We don't look to pay the prices that they have on the floor. You don't go to Macy's looking for a discount unless it's a discount that they're offering.
Or to see what's wrong, what they did wrong.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing we have to stop doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the big problems that we have towards ourselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't go to other establishments looking for those types of discounts unless they have a discount going on, as I said.
Exactly. Brother Biden has a good point. Biden can't even get a stimulus passed, and he controls every level of the chamber.
Well, I mean, you go even deeper. Do you go into Macy's and say, well, how much did you pay for that you got on your wall? But yet you come into our establishments and you want me to break down every cost or explain to you why I charge a certain thing for. Matter of fact, a year ago right now, I got a contract to do a catering for Boeing. And it was right at the turn where they were getting ready to shut everything down. And the way that I do my catering is it's 50% down. Once you decide on your menu, it's 50% down because you got to pay for my time, my research, whatever the case may be. Exactly. And then you have to give me a final number 7 days out and pay. Everything is non-refundable because you're committing me. And so therefore my resources are now committed to you. And so Boeing, they ended up canceling because the schools closed the day of their event or whatever. And I was like, well, by what I've provided to you, you have lost 50% of what you, I'm sorry, everything is non-refundable. But what I'm willing to do is give you 50% credit up to a year and we can still go whatever. Well, how much did you buy already? Well, how much did you pay for that? Where did you go? Hey, who are you talking to? Because you are a black woman over there. You think you about to mandate and tell me what I have to do because I'm not an employee of Bone.
Right. Well, I mean, and that goes back to what we always say, even if it's them versus us on the scale. You know what I'm saying? They knew the stipulations before they got into it. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And they try to be like, oh well, no, I didn't know. That's why I always say paperwork makes the best friend.
Yeah.
You know, and anything that's in black and white on paper, you can't go back and be like, oh, I didn't know this, I didn't know that, none of that.
Right.
So somebody fried chicken too.
Well, somebody doing something, popping popcorn or something. That's all I know.
I'm
It's
done.
not me.
I'm done for today.
Chris. No, it ain't Chris.
That messed me up because I fried chicken like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, wait a minute, how y'all know that? Man,
But again,
got
man,
some ESPN over there.
This doesn't have to be a grandiose thing. You know, I'm listening to the Club 4040 right now, and they're talking about Black history. I want to get on and tell them that you don't have to go back to Africa to celebrate Black history, because everybody does not agree with the fact that you gotta go to Africa. Everybody needs to go to Africa and that. We're here right now. Regardless of where we came from, we're here right now. We're making those steps. And Chris said they paved the way for us, and we're walking that pavement right now. We're walking the pavement that they paved for us. Okay, but we got to learn how to walk it the right way, as opposed to jaywalking across that pavement. Nikki Nicole says, unfortunately, as a Black business owner, we do not see you as a vendor, but as the help.
But I'm changing that narrative back.
Oh, you
Because they don't see me as a vendor, baby. Because I'm owning and running shit.
Look, they're clicking. And that's why I said, and Gina, I hope she comes back. And I don't want to talk while she's not on, but I think she kind of took not necessarily offense, but kind of disagreed with me when I said that this group of people right here are making history as we speak, okay? Because I know where Jocelyn came from. I damn sure know where Chris came from, taking all of my loot, okay? But I know where you came from, and I see where you're at, all right? And I know for a fact, as I told those people on the Clubhouse, I can't wait to see you guys 3 months from now. I can't wait to see you guys 5 months from now, a year from now, because history will be made from you guys. Jocelyn, you're doing so much that these people that are in the city that you're in, they're not going to understand it. They're gonna be like, well, how does she do that? The haters will come out. How does she do that? Don't worry about it. You can ask that question while you're sitting there eating some shrimp and grits. All right? You can ask that question all day long. All right. But go ahead and eat them shrimp and grits, okay? Because that's history being made right there, them shrimp and grits. Because them shrimp and grits, Chris, that's history right there, bro. Everybody's done it, but they ain't did it like James.
I keep hearing about it. When I come back home, I'm most definitely trying.
I'm gonna send you some. I'm a DoorDash.
My address.
I'm a DoorDash to you.
Who's gonna pay for it though?
I wish I like grits.
Jocelyn, look, I'm telling you, baby. I'm sorry.
Who's gonna pay? Wait, hold on, Jocelyn. Who's gonna pay for that? That's a lot. That's a big.
Jocelyn, your sugar is a trademark, bro. For real.
I got something better than that we can do, Jocelyn. We just got to get a Jerry's Breakfast Club out here in Vegas.
Let me get this building up. I'm working on it. I told somebody that day.
Hey, Nikki Nicole says she supplies commercial projects nationwide and have experienced clients who mistake her as the help, even though it's her business. When it happens, I either walk away from the sale or let them know I will sever ties.
And you know what? To that, Nikki Nicole, everybody's not our customer. And it took me a lot of years to realize that. So I'm okay with walking away, because all money is not good money. And everybody's not your customer.
That's why I always said the customer is not always right.
Not at all.
I'm good with walking. Jocelyn, you know me. Chris, you know me even better. I'm good with walking away, bro.
Not only that, but you may spend your money and I'll call you back and I'm like, you come back and get your money. You can have whatever it is that you bought, but let me help you, help me, help you. I don't need your money.
Because you asked for me, okay? You asked for me, so you already know what I'm going to do. You already know I'm going to kill it when I do it, okay? But when you come at me with this yada yada stuff, okay, and you upset the aura that my creative aura, I'm done. You know, look, hey, look, I'll even give you $100 extra. Take the money. I'm good. All right. And I just hope it succeeds. I hope whatever you do succeed. I'm not gonna wish bad on nobody. I hope it 100% succeeds. Okay, but you won't have the benefit of me, the people that I know, the people that I know, and others. You know, you're not gonna have that benefit.
Well, it also goes back to knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? And we want to talk about Black history. You know what I'm saying? So from whence we've come, you know, I am because they did, but they paid the price that afforded me to have all these degrees on the wall. You know what I'm saying? It afforded me to be able to go in and not bite my tongue and say what I want. I had to call one of my vendors today, and the lady, no disrespect, was working, and she was only concerned about what I had put in, and she wanted to lecture me. And I politely told her that that's not what it's about today. You're going to either place the order or not, and I can find somebody else who can fulfill it. But I'm not going to sit here and listen at you, because I think a lot of people get confused. I understand that, you know, everybody is not an entrepreneur, nor does everybody understand the things that an entrepreneur has to deal with, but know your lane as well.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone, because I'm not, but I'm going to just put it this way. If you are my maintenance person, I respect your knowledge and what you bring to the table. And I may try to step over and say, well, why are you doing the XYZ? But once you break it down to me, I have to recognize you were hired or you fill this role for a particular reason. And that's not my lane. So I'm going to back the fuck up and let you do what you do. And I expect the same. And when it's time for me to do what I do.
Yep, absolutely. Stacks is she's at work, Chris, so she's not gonna be able to come in.
Oh, okay.
But you're absolutely right. Suzette, that is you making that noise. I don't know what it is, but you're crackling.
Is it me?
You left your grease on in the kitchen, Suzette.
Duh.
It might be because it's Raggedy Charger. Let me see. Hold on.
Yep.
You hear it now?
It's that Raggedy Charger. That's Black history too, because a black man made the charger. Anyway,
I know.
No, I meant the Dodge Charger. I don't know who made yours. Wasn't a black dude. He would have did that. No.
Is that still me though?
No, you're not crackling now.
Okay, because I'm crackling. I hear it.
But Jocelyn,
I might need to get another phone. I'm holding out though.
That's part of what I was telling you, was saying though, Jocelyn. You know, I hate to keep bringing you up but you're a prime example. You said you got to learn to do what you do. Okay. Yes, people have paved the way for you to do it. Okay, but honestly, the generational wealth of knowledge is what you've got. Okay, so that knowledge that you got is allowing you to do this and that. I don't care who you talk to. Okay, at the end of the day, your success is between you and God. Okay, and you are the one orchestrating all of this. Okay, you're making history by using your brain and what God gave you. Okay, a lot of people don't use it. A lot of people just sit on it. Like a lot of musicians in Chris's field, they got. I mean, music is ridiculous, but they're scared. They're sitting on it. Okay, you're not afraid, and I say this because number one, I love my sister. Okay, but number two, I am in awe of every step that you take. Okay, because I know sometimes you have to go home and be like, you know, Lord, can I do this? Or cry to your husband and say, hey, baby, is this going to be what it's going to be like? Okay. All right. That's good to have a support system. Okay. But my thing is that at the end of the day, you sit here and I can say this firsthand. I saw your beginning plans. I sat and talked to you. I know what you were facing, that mountain you were climbing. Okay. And now you got people in your corner because of you and because of who you are, because of your brand, and because your brand walks on its own. You're where you're at now, and you're going to get even bigger and bigger. Same thing with Chris. Same thing with Suzette. Same thing with everybody that's on the platform and those that are watching it. Same thing with Nikki. Nikki used to look. People don't know this. Nikki used to dance on my dance show a long time ago when we did a kids dance show. She wasn't on the original dance show. She was on the offshoot dance show, and she's gone all over the world. She's modeled. She's done a lot of things. Okay, I remember her now. I'm trying to say it was Nikki Nicole, but I remember who she is now. And man, I'm telling you, God is amazing. Okay, and that's Black history also. You know, so we create this Black history. We are doing this. All right. Yes, we have to. We had them.
We're part of it. I mean,
I'm
you
sorry.
take the whole thing.
My bad. Go ahead, Johnson. I'm sorry.
Again, this world is nothing more than a huge puzzle, and we all have a piece. We have a piece in the present, we have a piece in the past, and we have a piece in the future. Whether or not we're here or we moved on or transitioned,
thank you, Suzanne.
We've got a piece. We got a piece in this thing. I think part of she said she was on Club 925.
Yeah,
I think
she's on the other one, age 14, killing it. Yes, sir.
I think part of my drive does come from largely, well, even before my son died, I had a spirit of resilience. And with what the trauma that I went through with the way that he passed away and his words, they planted a seed that living has watered, and that is be tenacious, because you never know when the second is gone. You know what I'm saying? And my constant prayer is I want to be a good steward over whatever's given to me. You know what I'm saying? It might be this little dog that's at my feet. I want to be a good steward and make sure I'm doing right by the dog.
Exactly.
The restaurant, the tail you ride, whatever it is, I want to be a good steward over that thing. And again, I keep saying it, and the more I say it, the more it just goes into my spirit. 2021 is about me being the change. The millennials say less. Say less, period. I ain't got to talk about it. I just need to be about it. I need to be that change.
You have always been an inspiration to me, because as I listen to you, as I talk to you, because things don't just happen, they happen justly. And I'm not saying that to be a joke, okay? Because when I walked into your establishment, I didn't know what I was going to. Yeah, I came to get some food. They told me about it, but after talking to you, I was like, I have to connect with her. Just the same as on this platform, the way that we gravitated together, everyone gravitated together. We have a variety of business here. Nobody's arrogant about anything. Nobody's saying, okay, well, I'm doing better than him, or she ain't got this and that. Why am I sitting up? No. We have a collective thought of historical, and I'm gonna keep it historical thoughts that have brought us to this point that we're at now. And we wouldn't be anything. Yes, as Gina said, we have to pay homage, okay, because they paved the way, okay. And I agree with her totally, but they're not here now, and we're paying the homage.
Chelsea said something really interesting earlier. She was talking to someone. She said, I'm middle-aged. And it's not a derogatory thing, but I think it's so phenomenal because we are actually a bridge.
Yes.
Most of us on here still have our parents. And so we're holding them up. And then we're also pulling our kids along. So we're at that bridge point where what we do is so vital to the existence of the world we live in.
Hey, you know what, Jocelyn? For a second here, I kind of took her off of this page, off of her clubhouse, the 4040 Club. There's a fantastic lady here, Dr. Felicia Bridgewater. Am I saying that correct? Okay, and let me get off of my headphone because they can't hear me. They can't hear you, I should say.
Her name is Felicia Bridgewater.
Yes. And she's one of the moderators of Club 4040. All right, Felicia, I had to take you off of the off of there for a second, and I got you on my my show here, Dope Living TV Live. They're talking about Black history as we speak, and we are too. And I just wanted everybody. Wanted to share once again, Club 4040. It's a fantastic place to just talk. Okay, and today they're having a great. I was listening as I was. Y'all, audience, please excuse me. I was listening to them while I was doing the show, but I was paying attention to y'all too. But
it's all one big celebration. It's okay.
Absolutely, big celebration. But I have on me here with me a restaurateur, Jocelyn R.W. Kelly. She has a restaurant. It's called Jay's Breakfast Club, which is actually booming right now. And my guy Chris Mills, who, I introduced you guys to him Sunday. And we're talking about Black history just as you guys are. And just wanted to take a second and just tell everybody about 4040 real quick. Can you do that for me?
Sure. Yeah. So if you are an iPhone user or an iPad user, you can download the Clubhouse app and become a part of the Clubhouse community. If you have an Android, then it seems like you won't be able to join until March, it seems. But many people who join Clubhouse utilize it as an opportunity to connect with other people all around the globe. And we share information based on different perspectives, such as, business, new contracting in government, and even just everyday life. And so our group is a social group, but we focus on all things related to being 40 and up. And so we're a mature group. We have mature conversations. And today we are kicking off Black History Month, and we are talking about what Black history means to us and how we are contributing to our communities. So we're not just utilizing this platform, Clubhouse, as just a place to hang out and just talk about just things that come to mind. We actually have a purpose for our discussions. And today is one of those days that we're really in a good conversation about what it means to be Black in America and how we're contributing back to our community.
And as I told them earlier, man, just as I said the same thing to you guys earlier, you guys are creating history, okay? Because you guys are creating an atmosphere of learning to know about our past. We can't know our future unless we, step back for a second. But right now, and someone on this panel had mentioned about, we have to pay homage to pave the way. We're walking that pavement right now. We're walking on that pavement that they laid out for us, and we're continuing that path. So again, as I do every day, I applaud you guys for the 4040 room. I had to pull you off. I know you got to get back, but
it's quite all right. If you're on Clubhouse, just come right over to Club 4040 for over 40. And we're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we're just always available to talk to anyone around the world that wants to join us. And it's a good meeting of minds.
Dr. Bridgewater,
our note today is Black history doesn't start with slavery. It goes back further than that. So recognizing that and celebrating it.
And Dr. Bridgewater, I told him that we're going to have a 4040 day on Dope Living TV.
Oh, okay.
She said, "Oh, okay, yeah."
What did you say? You said on TV.
On Dope Living TV on this platform that you're on right now with me, we're gonna do a 4040 day, so you guys can talk while you can still be on the air there, but you're gonna be on the air here. We're just gonna do it live, all right?
Yes, I can. In fact, what would be great is the day that you join us with Graham Mixer and other renowned musicians that just pop in and they want to be a part of our community. We appreciate you for what you do as far as entertainment, and you're part of the 4040 Club. So hey, you're one of us.
All day, y'all family.
We can't wait to talk about and celebrate what you do as well.
Most definitely. Appreciate you, Dr. Bridgewater.
Thank you. Have a good show.
You too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's I'm telling you, man, that group right there, it's ridiculous how they come together and they let everyone talk. They go down the line.
Yeah, the 4040 Club, but I don't think that's the right thing.
You saw what?
I'm seeing the 4040 Club, but I don't think that's the right thing. I think that's Jay-Z's thing.
It's called Club 40/40 over 40. for over 40. You looking at probably Jay-Z's thing.
I found it.
Okay.
Social Club for over 40.
No, Club 4040 for over 40. Right now they're doing Black History Month, but they're gonna go back to the other side. So yeah, I think you're right.
Club 40/40.
You got a ping her in it if she's following you, Drew.
She's not following me though.
Yes, I am.
Are you? Okay, how do you ping, Chris?
Hit the add, hit the plus button, text her name in, and then she'll pop up and then just tap on it.
Jocelyn, you in there as Jocelyn?
Jocelyn R.W. Kelly. I think it's either Jocelyn R.W. Kelly or Jocelyn Kelly.
Yeah, you're not following me. It says I can only ping people.
I did. I followed you.
I'm just telling you what it said.
Okay, let me try to. I'm pulling you up again, unless I'm following the wrong Greg Gray.
Yeah, you probably did. That's another Greg Gray.
You got your hat on, right?
On this one, yeah.
Oh wait, I tried to follow you. It didn't take. Now I'm following you. Sorry.
You got me?
I got you.
All right.
You see me? You see me, kid?
I got you right there.
Got it.
Did you get it?
Yes.
In movies, and you look at Cleopatra, who was a beautiful black woman, pictures of her from her time.
And now
about Elizabeth Taylor.
I just
There's a
need
movie
to.
called Guys in Egypt.
That's them right there.
Okay. And they had all the working class.
They'll bring you up, and then I'll tell them, hey, look.
That's white. And that was never the
And doctors on there. And generally, they don't have 1,000 people on there. They keep a nice little amount on there so that everybody can have to get into the conversation. But it's a lot of different people every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good. Like I said, that's Black history being made. And everybody might say we just talking about Club 4040 and Clubhouse, but I'm telling anybody that's an entrepreneur, anybody that wants to make Black history, y'all need to get involved with this stuff. Okay, like I said, Chris came on the one that I was on Sunday. I was surprised to see him, but I told him, I said, hey, this is my partner. Y'all need to, it's my guy. And he didn't say much. He was listening, stayed on there for a minute. I was out there flying my drone really at the time, making some Black history by crashing another one. But I made 4 in a year. But yeah, we gotta make sure that we uplift everybody, okay? And I think this is the one of the keys right here. Chris, if you get a chance, man, just give Stacks to Realist that because she was really saying.
I just pinged you in, Jocelyn.
She says she hates the fact that she missed the opportunity, Chris. So hook her up, dude, with ping her somewhere. Well, I don't even know if she has an iPhone.
How do you once you get pinged into the group? How do you join the group?
You can raise your hand, or they'll put you in anyway. Like in this club.
Oh no! I don't want to speak. I mean,
no, you just when you ping in, you should be able to press the 40 over 40 and go right in.
I'm in the room, but I'm saying
so you're good. If you're in the room, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, you're good. You just left.
I did because I got to charge my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my hair's standing up. Y'all got me so excited. My hair's standing up. Jesus.
They don't even put Chris in the back room. They put Chris up there now.
Oh, they just throw him up top.
Yeah, they just put me straight up top, but I ain't gonna even be in the room long. I gotta go back to the Bay Area room. I came in to ping Jocelyn in, but I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to look at some other. I pinged her in. I pinged her in.
Yeah, I came out because my phone is dead.
I'm gonna go to some other ones too, but yeah, we're gonna do a 40-40 day on here, Chris. If you can hook up another one of those that you on for them to come on, we'll do a day with them. Every day we're gonna do something different in this Black History Month. This Black History Month.
Speaking of Black History Month, before I make my history by going to bed, Stacey Abrams was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize today.
Oh wow,
that's pretty huge, I thought.
Hey, did y'all know that? Not taking away from Black history, okay, but my man Screech died today.
Yeah, He done been through hell and back, according to the reports.
Yeah.
Bless
But
his heart.
3 weeks
Stage
ago,
4
he
cancer.
said, 3 weeks ago, he said he was he was battling colon cancer. And wow, 3 weeks.
But he was able to repent for a lot of stuff that he did, which
Yeah.
is always a blessing. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for the
Thank you.
world. Thank you for being y'all. But I gotta go close my eyes.
You making history, Gaza, and just by coming on here, you blessed us with your presence. Appreciate that. Everybody, you are watching history. Get ready to take a nap. All right.
Oh, before I forget, if you're my Facebook friend, please make sure you go to my page. Take a couple minutes out of your day and watch the conversation from Saturday, A Seat at the Table.
Seat at the table.
This is us. It was on racial relations. We had a good mesh of different folks at the table discussing what we in essence discussed today here, but a little bit deeper. Be the change.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Gaza.
All right, y'all. Holla.
We will holla. So, Chris, I got another little video I want to show, man. While we both honor our clubhouse request, because people are asking me to come and say something, and I'm quite sure they're coming and asking you to say something. So I want to play another one. What does Black history mean to you? Y'all check this out. We'll be right back.
For me, Black History Month is for those of color learning their heritage and history, basically. Students that don't know history and what in the past has occurred needs to be aware of what is happening now.
The significance of Black History Month to me is that it gives us a chance to reflect and celebrate the lives and perspectives and the contributions of Black history, Black leaders, and Black life in general in America and their contributions to American life.
Black History Month, what it means to me is just getting a perception of what our ancestors went through and how they've changed the way that we come from now. And like Rosa Parks, how she has made a big impact on the Black culture and Black civilizations for us.
Why it's important to me is that, as a Black man in this country, I think it's important to constantly reflect and think about those who have enabled me to have the opportunities that I've had, for students and young people that are coming up to have the opportunities that they have, and again, just to have a broad recognition for the whole country and the world to recognize the beauty and the power and the significance of Black life and Black culture.
It's just interesting to see what other people think about Black history and what it means to them. And these are, again, younger people than what we are, who we are. And I just love hearing them talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one, them doing their research too, so they're able to talk about it.
And I'm quite sure with some of these that are on here, their parents have told them a lot. And, I've been able to tell my son a lot of things that I've done, and what I've endured coming up. But I could never have explained to him thoroughly what those people in the 50s were doing and what they endured, because I wasn't there. I can only read about it. I can only read about it. But it's just as bad as us coming up. We all have our own struggles. We've all had our own persecutions, okay? But it's how we come out of it that creates that history for us.
Right.
So I'm remiss in saying again, I'm loving Clubhouse. Got to go to these different rooms for everybody. And I would encourage everybody who has a business, everybody who wants to anybody who wants to create Black history, all right, for themselves and for others, create that generational wealth of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Go to go to Clubhouse. I'm gonna try to bring this other guy on. He's something else, man. This dude right here. I don't know if you got a chance to talk to Vito. But Vito,
what, in Clubhouse?
No, yeah, in Clubhouse. Vito is that dude, man, for real. Hey Vito, I'm doing the show right now, but I wanted to get you on here real quick. Hold on, let me cut this thing off real quick. Just a second, Vito. You there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, Vito. Hey, this is again somebody from Club 4040. It's my main man, Vito. Vito, say what's up to my audience.
Gee, what's going on, baby? What's going on, audience?
Everybody.
Yeah, I think wasn't Vito on there yesterday?
Vito was on there yesterday, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's Chris Mills right there. He had popped on for a second too, Vito.
Okay. What's up, Steve?
What's going down with you? How you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm cooling, brother. I'm cooling.
Yeah, Vito was a guy that, you know, that he was on there, man, and he understands what it means being from GI. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He knows. Okay, he heard of it. He know about us. Okay, and
yes, sir.
But you know, we were talking about Club 4040, man, and you guys, man, and how you guys are creating Black history, man, daily. All right, with the platform you're doing. So I just wanted to take a chance to shout out you, man. I saw you pop on and say thank you guys again for doing what you do.
Hey man, appreciate the love, man. You keep doing what you're doing, man. Inspiring people, and man, hey, we're gonna connect and do some more things, bigger and better things.
I already told him Club 4040 Day weekly is gonna be coming up real soon. We just gonna get it together and have my man Vito on here. Y'all gonna be able to hear him. I'm telling y'all, hey, he a character, y'all. He funny as hell. All right, but he tells the truth. All right, and he got some. He will spit gems in a second, okay, and then make you laugh right behind it.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
So I ain't gonna keep you from the room, man. Like I said, I just wanted to pop you on here real quick. Saw you pop on because, you know, I'm cheating my audience because I'm on Clubhouse checking y'all out too in my ear. So.
Hey, look, bring me on anytime, bro. Bring me on anytime, man. I love your energy, man. You're very inspirational, man. And like I said, I like what you're doing, man. You're solid. You're humble. I love it, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. We're gonna see you in a minute.
All right, in a minute.
All right, bro. That's my guy Vito, y'all. For real. Let me get back to.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Oh, Lady Velvet. Oops.
Okay, wait a minute. My phone. Who
all right, Chris, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Trying to do 3 things. Okay, now Vito just invited me to be a speaker. Lady Velvet invited me to be a speaker, but I'm going to mute out so that I can sit back and finish my show. But anyway, man, I got one more video I want to show you guys. It's what does Black history mean to me? Right here on DopelivenTV live.
But Black History Month is just a reminder that there is a culture, especially an African American culture here, and just being reminded that we have to connect to that. Black History Month means a lot to me.
You don't understand how little you know about it until like you get older and somebody asks you about Black history and you're like, wait, I don't know.
So Trivia Night gave me a really good opportunity to sort of go more in depth with things.
Black History Month is like more like it's a period of time where I get to celebrate and appreciate like being African American, either on this campus or in the United States as well.
I don't really know a lot about the culture, so I think it's a good opportunity for me to learn more about it.
Honestly, don't know much about Black history, and I think it's very important to learn more about it.
You know, throughout the whole year, throughout the other 11 months of the year, you know, a lot goes on in the community, in the society, in the world where, you know, me and my skin and people who look like me get put down, we get put in the media, and we just get trashed out throughout the whole year. So to have this month to celebrate all the good things that people who look like me have brought to society over the course of all these years and decades, I'm proud.
Black history is American history.
So it makes me proud to be an African American.
My roommate even was like, wow, she's like, there's a lot of you guys. I'm like, there's 2%. She's like, well, that's like 1,000. 1,000 out of 40,000? That's not much.
When I see another person of color on campus, I'm like, yeah! We out here. We out here.
I'm in a class like probably like of 100 people. I'm the only black person of color. And like when we talk about things of race, it's like it's always going to be ignored.
Especially like with the current events that's been happening, with the blackout marches happening, especially with the blackout movement that's going on right now. If anything, like if anything, we're like taking a stand on campus and anything. I believe that's the most important. I believe that's the most important because if anything, we're trying to show that we're here on campus and we matter. So it's not just African American students, but students of color in all, basically.
Being a part of like the 2% of people of color on this campus, or specifically African Americans, feels very lonely sometimes, to be honest.
I just wish that my classmates would be a little bit more open.
It has a lot of things encompassed in it that reminds us you are worth everything that you want. You deserve everything that you want. You're going to get everything you want. It's just a reminder. The Black History Month is an opportunity for us to say, hey, we are here. We are going to stay here. We're going to make sure that you know who we are, and at the same time, we're going to have different conversations with you. Because if there's not a race problem, why do people get so uncomfortable? That's my whole thing. And the way that Black History Month is, I would say this is a perfect time, especially for where this moment in time is going to mark something big for history. Because you have the rise of social media, you have the rise of more black voices actually being heard of, and that's the point. Let's get our voices out there. Let's speak. Let's talk. Let's have these dialogues. Let's protest. If we feel like we're being discriminated against, let's have the opportunity to do it because our ancestors did the same thing.
Yeah, it's about Black history, y'all. Today we're talking about Black history. Club 4040 then went into 4040 After Dark. If I introduced them to the After Dark, so now they're in 4040 After Dark. I told them what After Dark meant.
Yeah, man.
So now they doing After Dark.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's
go figure.
You should get in there and check them out. Somebody just said something about, I ain't gonna say, but the thing is, and yesterday I gotta tell y'all this too. So y'all know, before I got censored by my team here, before I got censored by my team yesterday on 4040, they were talking about little people. I said little people, and somebody was on my side.
Your boy Trump.
That's right. And I'm like, because what? I would rather be called that than little people. I seriously.
But that's the name they picked for themselves. It's not the name that we gave them.
Yeah, I understand that, but
you see what I'm saying? If it was a name that we gave them, like they did with I ain't gonna even say with the N word, but calling us African American. It's the name that they gave us. It's the reality that they tried to give us, and we just accept it. That's different, but that's the name they gave themselves. It's like the what is it? Alphabet game. What is it?
LBGTQ.
Yeah, that I can never get those letters in order.
LGBTQ. I'm sorry, but see, here's the thing. Okay, and look, y'all forgive me. It's after dark. It's been after dark. They all got in a room. They said, "Well, look, we are going to vote because we don't want to be called that name no more. We're going to vote. How many people want to be called little people? Raise your hand." They raised their hand. Here's the problem. Some of them were so short they couldn't count all of the votes. Okay, all of the no votes. They couldn't count.
Hey, that wasn't me, little people.
That wasn't. They couldn't count the no.
I like my kneecaps.
See, that wasn't me, little people.
No, they do. If you even watch it on Martin when he had the nun truck.
He said that y'all
from the waist down, you mine, man.
And that was Bushwick. But I'm just saying, I would rather be called the other one. Gina says the internet is completely down in her area. We understand, Gina. It's all good. It's all good.
So Gina, she can come on with a regular what's in her?
Gina,
the internet.
They don't never have no power with their stuff.
No, I'm talking about with her regular data.
A regular, yeah. You come on regular.
Regular phone data. She can still type on. That's what I use when I'm not in the house, when I'm in the car driving.
Oh, I'm going to relax now or make me some Black history right now. Oh.
February 1st, 2021. Greg Gray has relaxed on the Dope Living TV show.
Only for a second. You already know. Hey, look, Chris. I'm like you, dude. I got so much stuff. Do you like the background?
Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Got a white one too. Got a white. Matter of fact, let me put the white one on right now. Playing with y'all. Got time for that? Yes, that's the white one. The white one, I don't blend in well with the white one.
Yeah, put the black one up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the black one up because it's
Black on black, bro.
Black History Month. Black History Month. Keep it right. So it's gonna be up all month, dude.
Okay.
Just so I can, but we're gonna also, everybody, just so you know our itinerary, we're gonna always keep it black. Number one, that's 365. Number two, we're gonna do our movies. We gotta make sure we do our movies. We're gonna all pick a movie, watch it. We want everybody to watch the movie and want everybody to come on here and participate in the conversation. We're gonna have some special guests on here all through the month. We never know who they might be, but we're gonna have them on here. And just because they may not be the upper echelon of celebrity, okay, they're celebrity, period, okay, because they have made a mark for themselves. They have done their due diligence to create a name for themselves by history. All right, period. It's all about creating generational wealth of knowledge for us as African Americans. So I was reading something, and it says, I forgot what page this was on, but it says you can tell a great deal about a country and a people by what they deem important enough to remember, to create moments for, what they put in their museum, and what they celebrate. I thought that was really it's a true statement. They also said they would suggest that we learn even more about a country by what it chooses to forget. Its mistakes, its disappointments, its embarrassments. In some ways, African American History Month, Black History Month, is a clarion call to remember. Yet it's a call that is often unheeded. So people don't really, even though they give this to us, and notice I said they give it to us, because even though we owned it, it still has to be given to us. Because I truly think, and I can't say this because they'll not let this program play if I said what I want to say. So I'll table that. But another part of this is the challenge of preserving a people's culture. While the African American community is no longer invisible, we're sure that as a community, we are taking the appropriate steps to ensure the preservation of African American cultural patrimony in appropriate institutions. Whether we like it or not, museums, archives, and libraries not only preserve culture, they legitimize it. It is incumbent of each and every one of us to work with cultural institutions to preserve the family photography, documents, and objects. While African Americans have few traditions of giving material to museums, it's crucial that more of the Black past make it into those facilities. All right, it's like, and it took a while for me to get it. I probably tore something up. It took a while for me to get it when that Spike Lee made the movie.
Hey, hold on, bro. I'll be right back.
Yeah, when Spike Lee made the movie, what was that movie? School Days. Not School Days. What's the other one? The one where he was Mookie. Mookie. He said, why isn't there? And you may take this a different way. Why wasn't there any Black people on the wall? There was other people. We have to, number one, be able to sometimes accept the fact that we're never up to this point are going to be respected until we earn that respect. All right, which we've earned the respect, but now they have to digest the fact that we have done more in this country to make this what it is than any race of people. And I am in no way prejudiced. I am in no way anti-state mandate. I'm none of that. I'm just saying, if you look at the inventions that we've made to make life easier, traffic light, things of that nature, we've done things to make this country what it is today. We've done a lot of things, heart surgery, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. I'm only telling you the things that I know. I don't know all of it. I'm still learning. As I'm listening to these guys, I'm learning. But we have to, as Gina said, we have to embrace it. We have to know where we came from in order to know where we are going. So as we learn, it's important for us to know, like I said, where we come from and what's been done to us. Otherwise, how are we supposed to fight what's happening to us right now if we don't know? It's all connected. The past, the present, and the future. It's all connected. And we have to get a stranglehold on the knowledge of the past so that we can translate it to the present and we can pass it on to the future. I'm just saying. We got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, I think I've ignored a lot of these things. Nikki Nicole, I appreciate everything that you've said here today. You've been a wealth of knowledge to us, all right? And you've always been that way, so we appreciate you on that. Okay, Jonathan Bynum, sound like I know you, man. I don't know, but it sounds like I know you. Appreciate you because your comment about anybody missing Trump, that was funny. Trump's the king. Not at all. Not at all. But I'm not trying to say anything bad about the guy. It is what it is with him.
My bad, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You got to apologize for that. I want to stop too for a second, but it's all good. And pretty soon, this is going to, as we do this clubhouse, it's going to. Right now, it's new because we're discovering that there's a lot of history makers on there and Black history to be made. But we're discovering it. So, but as we get to discover it and know more about it, we'll get back to normal on DopelivenTV Live. Right now, it's just a lot of stuff that has to be done. This is February right now. So we're already a month behind on doing something that we need to do. Even though it's on the facade, we're doing everything that we can do. But internally, we got more to do. We got a lot to do. And this clubhouse has opened up avenues and doors, all right? Honestly. I'm telling you, when y'all get to seeing the benefits, and I'm not just talking about Club 4040, you got to find the right group to get into or groups to get into, number one. Number two, you got to use those groups. You don't have to be arrogant about it or boisterous about anything, okay? Because they've already done the check. So when you come out there bogus, they'll call you out, all right? Because all the rooms that are legitimate rooms are about talking about progress. They're talking about doing something that's going to make a difference. Right. I was in a room for a second with and I'll say K. Michelle was in there, and the stuff they were talking about was so sacrilegious it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean they got a lot of rooms like that with a lot of name brand people that be up in there, and I'll be like, that's not what I came.
Those aren't the ones to get into, honestly.
I'm cool on those joints.
Those are not the ones to get into because they're just in there talking. I got in one room with Tiffany Haddish, and I'm like, wow, Tiff, that's worse than what you do on TV. Yeah,
I mean, some of the, like I said, some of the rooms are, to me, Joker type rooms. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing to really, it ain't nothing to really just try to get yourself into because they're talking about the normal stuff, like they got X-rated Twitter and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those rooms, like I'm using this, what OnlyFans was supposed to have been used for, that it was not supposed, that it was used for before the pandemic, which was people that really was looking for followers and had businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm telling you, as I was going through it, there was one that was really good at first, and then some people got in it and they started arguing. I mean, they really was starting arguing, cussing each other out, and this and that. And I'm like, come on, guy, you know. And I just popped out. I haven't been back. They keep.
But that's a good thing about it. You're able to just pop out when you need to.
Yeah, they keep asking to come back, but number one, I'm not going to ruin my brand by chilling with y'all.
Right.
Ruin my headspace by chilling with y'all. It's a bunch of kids arguing. It's over. I'm done.
Right.
I get, at my age, I get tired easy. So if it don't stimulate my brain, I'm done. Get something to stimulate my brain. I'll sit in a room for a couple of hours. I won't say a word because I'm seeping in that knowledge. I'm getting
right. Exactly.
And as I seep in that generational wealth of knowledge, I can pass that on to mine. All right.
Yep.
My people, not only my son, but my people, Got to tell you a story, Chris.
Go ahead.
So I get a FaceTime from my son. And I'm not going to get into it real deep, but how do you feel? You know what, I'll tell you off camera because I can't. If I tell you right now that I'm putting them out, and that's not what I do. I ain't gonna put nobody out.
We can wait till off camera, bro.
When you hear this, man, you'll be like, "Wow, somebody messing with nephew." It's a little different. It's a little different.
Okay. Yeah, let me know for sure. You already know.
So I explained to everybody before you got on, though, man. We're gonna be doing a lot of different things, and I hope these people ain't trying to get me on here again because they're going down the line. That's one thing about them too, man. They let everybody speak on 4040, and they go down the line.
Yeah, they do.
The order that's in there, they take you through that order. They always get to the core of every doggone thing.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the way to do it, man. To moderate, so you don't have people talking over people all the time. You know what I'm saying?
They got moderators, but they got about 6-7 moderators, which is cool because those moderators, they shut up and let everybody talk.
Yeah.
The bottom of the room, they'll bring you in. Okay, they ask.
Most definitely. I mean, the first time I raised my hand up in that joint, they let me up. So,
and that's what those are legitimate groups that will do that. Okay, because they want to hear from you. They've already done the research when you're sitting down at the bottom. They've done the research. They got somebody as a moderator that will look into your background, look in your Instagram, look in your Facebook, look in your Twitter. They'll go through everything. And then they just just follow everybody else. Because I'm telling you, when you follow them, they get their followers to follow you. And it's more and more and more and more. It's funny.
I mean, that's the way it goes. You know what I'm saying?
That's networking. This is networking at its finest right now. And you can not deal with them, and they give you everybody a quick clubhouse tour. You can press on somebody, like I'm pressing on somebody named Quay who just got through speaking, and there's her profile. She's a North Carolina bail bondsman serving Charlotte and surrounding areas. She's the one and only bail diva. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing her thing as a bail bondsman in North Carolina. She's the only female out there. That's history. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I think I'm about to leave this room and come over to that 4040 room. They tripping over here.
Yeah, 4040 talking. They talking nasty now.
Oh well, I'm awake. I ain't in that mindset right now.
I'm just saying they on this their after dark conversation, grown folks conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm away for a little while.
These are some beautiful women, but in here, I ain't never heard of. I'm not used to hearing women so open like that.
Oh no, man. You'd be surprised at some of these rooms that I popped into, like over open.
They are open. Then you got average Joe sounding guys. This guy's named Melvin, but he's Joey. You have Mo Chris with S. Who else? You got Hubert. I got the only player name. Me and Vito. Ain't even met the cat face to face, but Vito cool as hell, man. We had a nice long conversation, and I'm telling y'all, when we get them on 4040, on that one day we get them on, y'all gonna hear characters. The doctor that I had on, as polite as she sounded. And I'm gonna tell her, be yourself. I mean, that may be her, but be yourself.
Right.
But y'all, again, we doing Black History Month, and we're gonna cut it short. We're gonna cut it short, 15 minutes. We're gonna cut it 15 minutes short.
Most definitely. I'm with it. I'm with it.
We definitely
gonna
gonna
get to this work anyway, broski.
Yeah, so I got some work to do too. I did some drone work yesterday that I gotta really get on. Hey, Nikki Nicole, look, I'm gonna send you I like the way you talking, Nikki. I'm gonna have to get you in here every day.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, this is Black History Month. We started Black History Month, all right, and we have nothing but Black history to make, all right. So let's remember the past, and as they said, these guys have laid the pavement for us to walk on, and we are walking that pavement right now, all right. So let's continue to walk it. Let's walk it the right way. And before we go, I got to do it anyway, Chris, even though it's just us.
You're beautiful. You're smart. You're loved. This week we're great. You got this. You're a badass. You can do this.
On that note, bro. On that note. That's Chris Mills. Thank you, Jocelyn, for coming on. Gina, Suzette Hayes, thank you to everybody for the comments. Thanks for everybody for watching. We will see you tomorrow with more Black history. Join us, y'all. I want y'all to join us, all right? It's Greg Gray, TV Live. We're gone.